Sequoia National Park.
When I walk beside her, I am the better man. When I look to leave her, I always stagger back again. Once I built an ivory tower so I could worship from above. When I climbed down to be set free, she took me in again. There's a big hot sun beating on the big people in the big hard world. When she comes to greet me, she is mercy at my feet. Yeah, when I see her pin her charm, she just throws it back at me. Once I dug an early grave to find a better land. She just smiled and laughed at me and took her blues back again. There's a big hot sun beating on the big people in the big hard world.
Jess here with Cool Things in Nature. We're in Sequoia National Park in California, and right behind me is the General Sherman, the largest tree in the world. Now obviously millions of people from all over the world come here every year to take a look at this giant sequoia. So now we're going to follow the trail this way and get a better view. The General Sherman is the largest tree in the world, but it's the largest by volume, which means there are other trees bigger around than this one, and there are other trees taller than this one. But no other tree contains as much wood in its trunk as this one does. Every year it grows about enough wood to make a normal size 60-foot tree, so it grows a lot every year. It's also 2,200 years old, so it's a very old tree. And an interesting fact about the General Sherman is that the top of the tree is dead, so it will never grow taller, it will only add volume. So if you look down here at the ground, it's about 109 feet around. The largest branch on the tree is 7 foot in diameter. So this is probably one of the coolest things in nature. I'm standing here next to a large cross-section of a giant sequoia tree, and I'm learning a lot about this tree's life. You can learn a lot about what the tree went through based on the rings. Now this tree lived to be about older than the General Sherman, about 10 years older. And the rings show that a lot of fires went through, about 80 different fires went through during this tree's life, and it shows by the darker rings here. But that means the fire burned hot enough to scar the tree, but obviously the tree still lived. So when you look at the rings are larger after where the fire went through because the sequoias grow faster after a fire. The sequoias are very dependent on fire, so they grew a lot more after the fire went through. So you can learn so much about a tree just looking at the little sections of it like this. It's really cool. We are in the giant forest here at Sequoia National Park. The giant forest got its name in 1875 from John Muir, who was a pioneer naturalist as well as one of my biggest idols. He named it the giant forest because of all the large sequoia trees, and he was so impressed with this area. But what really impresses me about sequoia trees is that the bark can be about a foot thick, so it provides plenty of insulation for fire season, as well as the chemical makeup of the tree is very distasteful and poisonous to some species of insects as well as fungus. So it's very resistant to a lot of little critters trying to make their homes inside the tree. What does cause death to the sequoias is toppling due to natural causes, which doesn't happen too often because they do live over 2,000 years. But even after a tree topples, you'll see little sequoias sprouting out from the trunk. So they're still trying to continue to grow from that dead tree trunk. And that's actually going on right over my shoulder here. It's a very cool thing in nature.
Such is the